Buzzworthy Radio is on. The entertainment show that gets you up close and personal with today's hottest stars. Here's your host, Novell J. Lee.
Hey guys, it's Novell J. Lee, and welcome into a new Buzzcast here at Buzzworthy Radio. I had the chance to speak with Brooklyn NineNine star Melissa Fumero. We talked to her about working opposite of Andy Samberg, as well as the season premiere and working alongside Bill Hader. We also talked about her time at ABC's One Life to Live as Adriana Kramer. All that and more with Melissa Fumero. Check it out. Can I even start off by saying the fact that I loved you as Adriana on One Life to Live? I just have to start off with that since it was one of my soaps I did watch, and I loved your character on the show. And still to this day, the scene where Adriana punches Gigi in the face at her wedding kind of still resonates with me all these years later.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. That scene was on my reel for a while.
It was, really?
It was, yeah.
That was a fun. It was just me just sitting there just watching it, and of course I got spoiled because of Twitter. I got told what was happening, but I still had to watch it anyway, and I was just sitting there in awe because I was like, thank you, Jesus, for doing something I wanted her to do for months.
Yeah. It was such a, once in a while you get those really good, just, straight up soap scenes that, are the reason why everybody watches soaps. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And what was it like being a part of that show for 4 years, playing this part? It was, you had such a wonderful, talented cast there as well, and I loved Robin and Cassie DePaiva and John Paul Lavoisier. It was just a fantastic time.
It was. It really was. It was a great group of people, and I was super young. It was my first job, and it's such a huge cast and even a big crew, and so it was sort of like jumping on a speeding train, at 21 years old and just trying to get your footing.
Yeah.
But it was such a great experience, and I learned so much. I mean, I'll forever be grateful if that was my first job. It really prepared me for a lot of things after.
And you've come a long way. You're on Brooklyn NineNine right now, and it's so great that a lot of, especially my friends, watch this show, and so much support for this show. And in the beginning, I was like, hopefully everybody tunes into this show, because I was always worried that this wasn't going to make it, and I was so surprised and happy that it did, and it's still here, and I'm very happy for that. Of course you are. And how we ended the season, it was very interesting, especially since two people shared a lip lock. And
I know.
That was
scandalous.
That was very interesting. First of all, what's it like working with Andy Samberg, first and foremost, because I love him.
I love him too. It's like I've hit the lottery in terms of a scene partner / boss / castmate / friend / human being. He's just wonderful. He's so collaborative. He's so supportive. He's a genius. I mean, the man just is a joke machine and always has tons of ideas, and he's also just a great actor. Mm-hmm. And working with him has been a blast. I've learned so much from him, and I'm really, really happy and grateful that he's my counterpart on the show. Yeah, he's just the best. He's like a wonderful person.
And going into that scene, doing that scene, was it uncomfortable? Was it nervous? Or did you guys just go in and you were just like, ready, let's do this kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, we've both been doing this acting thing for a while, so it wasn't our first rodeo. And yeah, we just went into it like two professional actors. And just, went for it. And, each kiss had to be very different and have it, each one was its own scenario. And so those were the things we sort of talked about. And yeah, we just, it was fine. I wish I had a more interesting answer, but it really was just kind of like another day at work.
Absolutely. And I can't imagine keeping a straight face on the show. I mean, if I were on set there, I don't know how I'd be able to get through doing any scenes, because I feel like as if you probably would be cracking up the most because of these people that you work with. Aside from Andy, there's Terry Crews, who I absolutely adore, and I could not see myself sitting there with a straight face throughout the entire day. There's no way.
I often don't have a straight face. In fact, one of our cameramen the other day, because I feel like I've been like, oh, I've gotten so much better at breaking in scenes and like ruining takes. I've gotten so much better since season 1. And the other day, one of our cameramen pointed out to me that there's like a little piece of my face that will twitch when I'm trying not to laugh during a scene. And I was like, awesome. And I totally can feel it too. You know, it's like me trying to swallow the laugh and not ruin the take. And he full on caught it on camera. So
it's like now you're catching yourself now doing it probably. Now you know, like now you feel the twitch.
Oh yeah, now I feel it. It's like a spasm in my cheek. Like it's really bad.
see, that should be a thing for Amy now. That twitch there. That should be something in there.
Yeah,
for her.
If you ever catch a quick little twitch, I doubt they would like ever leave it in the show, but you never know. That's Melissa trying not to break.
Okay. Now that you know, if you ever see it, that is Melissa. That is not Amy.
Easter egg for season 3.
Now I heard you like to dance, and that's something we have in common because I love dancing myself. But in your spare time, if you are able to, I hear that you are a dancer. You like to do dancing.
I am a lot less so, I would say, in just the last few years, since I moved to Los Angeles, actually, because I'm terrified of dance classes here. I don't know why. I feel like,
what?
I don't know.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. I think I'm just like scared of like people in Los Angeles in general. And I'm from New York. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, isn't it a different beast? New York would be worse than LA.
I know. I don't know what it is. I'm like, oh, they're just going to be so mean. I don't know. It's really awful of me to say, but that's my general consensus of people in LA. Yeah, I grew up as a dancer and went to dance classes my whole life. I danced a lot in high school and college and after college too. And I was still going to class like once or twice a week until just, like I said, like 2 or 3 years ago, which makes me feel horrible right now. I'm like, oh God, I should go to class. No, I'm just saying. No, but like once in a while, like bust out a little ballet bar in my living room like a normal person.
I was going to say, what was the type of dancing that you did? And it was ballet?
Mostly ballet, yeah, and contemporary, like some modern thrown in there. And then like it was New York and I was a theater major, so like a lot of Broadway jazz.
Okay, very cool. And Bill Hader was on the season premiere of the show, and what was that like working opposite of him in that episode? I love Bill Hader like so much, and I'm such a huge fan. And when I found out he was coming, I was just like, oh God, like, please be a normal person. Please don't be a nervous wreck. Please don't say anything dumb. Please act somewhat well in your scenes with him. He was so delightful and just like a ray of sunshine. The first scene we did with him was him walking out of the elevator. Right.
And when he called Amy numbnuts. And he actually threw so many insults at me, like on different takes. And we hadn't really like met yet. We kind of just got into the scene. Like once he got there, he called me an idiot. He called me a jerk. Like he called me so many things. And then, and there were a lot of takes where he would sort of like laugh at himself after he said it, because it's just really funny to be calling a woman numbnuts. And then eventually he sort of stopped the take and like walked over to me and he was like, hi, I'm Bill. And I was like, hi, I'm Melissa. And he was like, okay. Like, now I can like throw insults at you a little bit more comfortably.
Broke the ice a little bit.
He was great. I mean, yeah. It totally broke the ice. Yeah, it's great. Good. When in doubt, if you're nervous about meeting someone, just have them throw insults at you and everything will be fine.
Just start it off with numbnuts and then you're all set for life. That's it.
And then you're all set. And then you're like best friends after that.
Absolutely.
Bill Hader and I are best friends, by the way. Yeah, I think people should know that.
We're besties now. So if I call you numbnuts, we would be besties too.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how it works. Awesome. And let's wrap it up here. Are you on Twitter? Are you on that twit scene? Are you?
I am on the Twitter. At Melissa Fumero. Just straight up my name.
That's it. Nothing.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Nothing explosive. There it is, y'all. It was an absolute...
Nothing clever.
Nothing clever. But it was absolutely wonderful to talk to you this morning. I had so much fun. I hope we do this again.
Thank you. For sure. Anytime.
Many thanks to Melissa Fumero for stopping by the podcast this morning. You can catch her on Brooklyn NineNine every Sunday night at 8:30, 7:30 Central on Fox. That's going to do it for me for right now. I'm Novell J. Lee, making sure you keep getting the latest buzz with Buzzworthy Radio by logging on to our website at www.buzzworthyradiocast.com. You can also find us on Twitter at Buzzworthy Radio and liking us on our Facebook page. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.
From Twitter to iHeartRadio, Buzzworthy is everywhere. Miss the show? Log on to BuzzworthyRadiocast.com for past shows and videos of some of your favorite stars. Stay connected to Buzzworthy Radio.